Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be wrapping up July in my reading journal. This is a very long video and it's taken forever to edit, so I don't think I'm going to talk a lot. I always think I'm not going to talk a lot and then I end up talking way more than planned, so we'll see. But it is a long video, so I do plan on just putting a lot of music in there as background noise. So either plan along with me and update your planner, or click through and watch and see what I do. Either way, I hope you enjoy. Now to get into the first few books I read in July. The first one was Fate and Furies, which is the third book in the Legends of Thesmar series. I still haven't read the last one. I have one more to go. Doing this voiceover, it's the end of September, so I still have just over 3 months to finish that last book, because I really want to finish them this year, since I'm literally just one book away from finishing the series. Next, I read Pretty Little Wife, which has been on my shelf since it came out in 2020, because I'm pretty sure it was a Book of the Month book I got. This is a thriller that I actually enjoyed more than I thought I would, considering how long it's been on my shelf. The next book I read was The Whispering Dark, and I actually own the Crate edition of this book, which is so beautiful that I really wanted to love this book just to have an excuse to keep it on my shelves. and unfortunately I didn't love it, and therefore I am going to be giving it away. It just was not for me, I'll say. Then I read Bat Eater, which was the May pick for the Literally Dead book club, and I actually really loved this book. It wasn't a 5 stars, I did end up giving it 4, but it was really good, and I'm glad it was a pick for the book club, or else I probably never would have read it. Last month in June, or in my June spreads in my journal, is when I started changing how I split up my page based on how much I thought I had to say about the book. So I got a quarter of the page if I didn't have anything I really needed to say about it. Just show the star rating I gave it. It gets half a page if I have a little bit to say, and a full page if I have enough decorations and thoughts in my head to write down on the page. So I'm really liking having the quarter page, half page, and full page option, depending on how much I needed to talk about the book in my journal, because like I had said in a previous video, I think, I just felt like there was so much wasted space with the half spreads I was doing, and then not writing anything about the book because I didn't have much to say. That, or I would just take too long to get back to it, so I'd forget any thoughts I may have had about the book. So yeah, I'm really liking this quarter, half, full page spread thing I've been doing since June. Hopefully that made sense. And now on to the next couple of spreads in my reading journal. The next book I read was Chupa Carter, which is a super cute middle grade about friendship, and obviously a chupacabra named Carter, hence the name Chupa Carter. There are more in the series, but I'm not going to continue with it. One was enough for me. I enjoyed it for what it was. It's a middle grade, so I don't need to keep going on with the books. There's the summer book bingo page that I like to do. I just love the colors on it. I think I was just showing off the colors on it. It's so beautiful, and it had just come in the mail earlier in the week when I recorded that. So I didn't have anything to add to the bingo. I just wanted to show it because it's a beautiful color scheme. I get all my seasonal bingo boards for my reading journal from Sweet Bean Plans, and I'll have them linked in the description. They have so many more bingo stickers to put in reading journals that I think for my 2026 reading journal that I'm already starting to plan, I have like 5 coming in the mail soon, hopefully. Yeah, the color schemes are so beautiful, and I like the prompts, and they're just fun to have in reading journals. The next book I read was The Hookup Plan, which was the last book in the Boyfriend Project series. I really enjoyed this one also. And I ended up giving it 4 stars. I don't remember much about it now. I'd probably have to look at the synopsis to refresh my memory because it's been a couple of months. But if I gave it 4 stars, I must have really liked it. I started writing audio out of habit and then remembered I read it physically, so I'm just using leftover sticker paper to cover that mistake. I hate watching the footage of me struggling with these stickers. I don't know why, but it makes me super uncomfortable to watch the struggle. So sorry if it also makes you uncomfortable to see the stickers just sticking and then having to go in multiple times, because I hate it. Time to put some stickers on my summer book bingo. So you can see I already have Bat Eater down, and it says read with ice cream. So I must have been eating ice cream when I was reading that. Then I'm going to put the hookup plan on last book in a series, and Chupa Carter on book with pictures. Because it was a children's book, there were some pictures in the book. Now I'm going to add the Ice Planet Barbarian series to the series tracker. There's over 20 books in this series. I don't have the space for that, and I know I'm not going to read all of those this year, so I am just putting in what fits on the one line, and whatever I get to, I will get to this year, and then just keep adding in future journals as I go and continue in the series. I finally got around to reading Ice Planet Barbarians. It's been on my TBR for a couple of years now, so I'm really happy I got to it. There's over 20 books in the series, like I said earlier, so I will be continuing with the series, but it's going to be a slow throughout the next couple of years, hopefully getting through those books. It's not a priority, like I need to read all of them now to know what's going on. I feel like it's one of those I can drag out for a while. It was a really good book. I loved it. I gave it 5 stars. I do already own the second one, so I will get to that maybe this year. I don't know. It's not really a priority. I'll get to it when I get to it, and I know I'll enjoy it when I get there. Then I read another book that's been on my TBR shelves for a couple of years. Finally got to Clown in a Cornfield, and I liked it as much as I hoped I would. It was a fun book. Yeah, I will continue in the series just because of how much fun I had with it. Summer Wane is a readathon in July hosted by Gabby at Gabby Reads. It's a week-long readathon, so there's just my spread with the prompts and the books I read to fulfill each prompt. On to the last few books I read in July. Next, I read Just for the Summer, which is also the last book in a series. That's the Part of Your World series, and I really liked this one, and I found a little image on Pinterest that I turned into a sticker that encompasses a lot of little things in the book that I thought was super cute. There's like the rose bush, the unicorn pool floaty in the background, and they're sitting on the dock, which is important. So yeah, I just have one sticker of decoration for this one. I love this story. It was super cute, and yeah, it was 5 stars. I don't know why I keep talking. Then I read The School for Good Mothers, which is according to Goodreads, the genre is dystopian. So that's what I went with. That's why I'm kind of hesitating. I'm like, what do I write down? So yeah, it's a dystopian book. It is so frustrating in like the best way, because that's like what you're supposed to feel, I think, throughout this. I don't know. I really like this book. I know it has mixed reviews, but I gave it 5 stars. I really tried to find like a little robot baby to put into this spread. If you've read it, you know, but I couldn't find anything I liked, so in my head there's a little robot baby in this review. There's just not one actually on the page because I didn't find one I liked. Then I read The Mistake, which is the second book in the Off-Campus series, which I don't know why it took me so long to get to this book. I really liked the first book. I absolutely loved this book. So this is a series that I am going to make a priority in 2026 to try to get through all of them, because I know there's a spin-off series, and is there another one after that? I don't know. There's a lot, and I do want to get through them quickly because I enjoy them. So this one was also a 5 stars. Looking at this page, I really like it because there's 3 5-star books in one spread, which is pretty cool. I do have a lot of stickers that I print out for this page that I fill in space, and then I also fill the whole page with writing also because I had a lot to say. In the month of July, I read 12 books total. I think when I filmed this, did I finish it? I don't know if I finished The Hobbit when I filmed this, but I did finish it on the last day of July, so it counted. I read 29 days total. My favorite book was The Mistake. I read from 8 new authors and 4 repeat authors, and so many series this month. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 series in total were read from this month.